Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr.
Good afternoon, George. Good afternoon, Jane. Today we're going to cover some interesting topic your internship in KTP I think before we start, introduce yourself.
Yeah, hi everyone. My name is George. I'm an intern at KTP for the past 1 year. And I'm currently studying at the University of Reading, Malaysia.
Hi, I'm Jen. I'm semi-senior of audit and tax department. Yeah.
So how long you work in? How long you work in KTP? What's your history? Can you
how long? About 4 years plus.
4 years. Have you interned with KTP?
Yes.
Good down. No. First, why you choose KTP as your internship? I think there's many accounting firm in the town, right?
Correct.
Why?
For me, I mainly chose KTP because of the exposure that I can get. Because now currently I'm still studying, so for me, I want the exposure to both audit and tax. Because as a university student, I've often heard stories about both audit and tax, on how intensive audit is, and how simple tax is. So actually I want to figure out for myself, and KTP is one of the few firms that actually gives an intern the opportunity to try both audit and tax at the same time. Yeah, which is why I selected KTP for my internship.
Where you stay?
I stay in Bukit Indah, Nusa Jaya.
Nusa Jaya is quite pretty far, right?
Yeah, but for me, I think it's worth the travel lah. It's only 30 minutes drive.
You know why people work here? Basically, partly I think for majority speaking, people choose KTP because location, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think?
For me, to be honest, I choose KTP because it's nearby.
So I think she have answered your question. I think basically yes. I think KTP basically is we do tax and audit at the same time. So okay, which I think a lot of people cannot understand because why? Because audit should be audit specialized and then tax should be tax specialized, thing like that. But to me, it's like you guys are young. You are intern. You are 20 in the middle of 20 something. I think you come and learn things. Don't focus, don't specialize into one area, okay? So I want you guys, when you go out, at least you know some tax. I think down here, tax you do from tax compliance until the tax submissions. Basically, you fully handle the assignment from audit and tax. So this is my reason why I insist person in charge take care of the audit and tax. Of course, from client point of view, always we get complaint that Josh is doing the audit and then ask the same question. Okay, when it comes to Jane is, let's say Jane assume is doing tax. Jane, either she's too busy, either she didn't look at Josh's questions and things like that. She will accidentally or purposely go and ask the same question again. Okay, to eliminate, to reduce this kind of risk, and then that's why I say that we do tax and audit at the same time. I think fair to customer, thing like that. I think it's in good terms, internal learning, you guys can learn something. It's not like in the traditional audit firm, you do tax provisions, very standard one. Yes, anything? So, what's your experience? What's your most memorable experience in KTP?
For me, definitely the most memorable experience in this 1 year would be the peak season, which has recently just passed. The adrenaline, the rush, the number of assignments that we have to handle during the peak period is definitely much more than what we usually handle. So definitely the rush is there, and the pressure is there to faster finalize the case, both from our clients and from our management also. Yeah.
You?
For me, the most memorable, I think, is past time. I think we have a job rotation program. So just now Mr. Peng have mentioned we will rotate to the different department, such as secretary, tax, audit, or something. So I was assigned to the tax department, and then I will learn more details on the tax. I think this is quite good because I'm able to discover what I want to learn and what I actually like to do.
So I think let me clarify something. You say, I think 4-5 years ago, we from audit and tax at the same time. We segregate out because that time we also get a tax manager from Big Four. So I cannot say that tax managers do audit, right? So we segregate out. Okay, we follow other traditional audit firm, accounting firm, whereby audit is done by one person, tax is by another person, thing like that. So I always say that learning is very important. That time after the pay, I always say that I still remember. I think Jane went to tax department. I think I remember I sent one ex-colleague to Yutin to secretary department so that he become somehow end of the rotation become CC a bit. I remember. Don't worry. I still remember. I think it's 4-5 years ago. I think thing like that. I think this is. I'm thinking whether we should continue this job rotation this year. I haven't talked to our other partners, Miss Teo, whereby we can assign people to account department or even secretary departments to learn how the tricks or the tips or thing like that. Whereby now you go to TH secretary department is basically doing the secretary audit and record down the minutes, thing like that. Whereby job rotation is it's actual work. You stay there, you work for 1 month or 1.5 months or 2 months, thing like that. You come across different spectrum of areas. Like I send you to secretary department, you refer down resolution for open bank account. You call the bankers, you will call the client, thing like that. You will CTCs. Interesting. This one definitely we will do it. Okay. Any other memorable thing? People? How is the people? How are the colleagues?
I mean, if there's only one good thing left, or not say only one good thing but the one of the best things about KTP is the people actually in general. The thing is that for us, although we work in an office environment, I mean, you do hear stories about like what office politics, but here in KTP we don't have any of that. Everybody is all very focused on the work, and also.
Is it focused?
Yeah, very
Are
focused.
you
Definitely. Yeah. I mean, for me, although I'm just an intern, I just come in to just do. But at the same time, I also have great seniors who actually support me in my work and also guide me when I'm unsure. If not for the seniors that I have, I wouldn't be able to be where I am at this point. So yeah, I'm very thankful for the people actually.
You? Other people?
I think 2 points because KTP is a learning environment. Secondly is a friendly staff, colleagues, because all the time when we're facing some issue, we can discuss with seniors, managers. They are all easy approachable person. So we can discuss together.
Inshallah, there's no major politics in the office. I still remember first day in the office, I asked you guys to rate KTP culture, right? So one of the KTP culture is?
No office politics.
No office politics. I hate office politics. I think we are not big company, we are not multinational company. We try to remain relatively small. I think we are not that big, okay? So office politics shouldn't be in the office. You guys come here to be happily working, even though it's an under stressful environment. So anything you want to thanks? Anyone you want to thanks? Don't thanks me, okay? Who is your mentor? Who is the person you want to thank?
Actually, there is not just one person.
Okay.
Actually, but
you can name few guys or few girls.
maybe for me, let's just start off with like when I first entered for the first 6 months. Maybe Miss Ma, my very first mentor, and also Wen Xing also, because of COVID, we are all working from home, and Miss Ma usually is working from home. So I usually ask Wen Xing, who is actually stationed in office most of the time. So unfortunately, they left along the way. But after that, maybe I would like to thank also Guan Jie, for example, and Si Qing also, who also were equally, if not better, in the mentorship, because I also actually learned a lot from them. Actually, all of them in general. Yeah.
You? Anyone you want to thank?
I want to thank Miss Chong.
Miss Chong.
And
Miss Chong?
because she's my mentor.
Miss Chong. Oh.
Yes.
I never thought Miss Chong can be a mentor to you.
Because last time Miss Chong is audit department.
She teach you anything?
Of course, she teach me many things.
Many things.
Yeah.
She's very fierce, right? She's very demanding, right? Sometimes.
Sometimes we need to rush, but everything overall is okay lah, I think.
You see? Wow, just you should talk to her directly, okay? Not me, okay? Okay. Huh? Understand now? Huh? So, what do you learn in KTP during your internship?
Maybe instead of maybe I can share a bit of what I've experienced in this 1 year, then we can go to the learning. For me, this 1 year internship basically handled not just statutory audit and the administrative tasks. I also have the many opportunity to actually handle both audit tax engagement as per our company's working style. So from these engagements, you do not just learn about the auditing and tax knowledge, but at the same time you learn soft skills. For me, maybe the most important are teamwork and also communication. For teamwork, because definitely as a fresh person in this company, there are many things that I do not know, and there's many things that I lack. So this teamwork comes in whereby although you are on the case by your own, but you also have to seek help from everyone to guide you and also support you through the engagement. Second is communication. Communication not just with our fellow colleagues, management, but also most importantly the clients. Because you are dealing in the engagement, you have to liaise with the client, you have to ask many questions when it comes to audit or tax. So I guess you ask me what I learned, I'll say the most valuable lesson that I learned is learning the actual flow of the work, and
audit?
also
Audit
audit tax, the actual flow, and also communication with client on how to deal with the good clients and the better clients.
Any bad clients? Don't name the name of the clients, okay? Any bad experience or any bad scolding from them?
Scolding is definitely you get scolded no matter what.
Come on, share with us. I'll come to you then. Definitely 4.5 years you come across. Definitely you have met some bad clients, okay?
I think maybe Mr. Koh also know there's this one client who, audit we have to go out for audit to obtain the things that we need in the event that the documents are too many to be delivered. So this one company that I actually went, which I will not mention.
Of course, you cannot mention. Okay, you
can not mention.
Both of us don't want to get sued.
They insist that we can only be there for 1 to 2 hours, citing reasons of the pandemic. So
do you show them you are fully vaccinated?
Yeah, definitely. I remember when we went there, we had to show that we are fully vaccinated, confirm that we are fully vaccinated, and we had to take an additional test when we go there. So it was a memorable memory for myself lah. Like I didn't expect that actually a simple audit would be so, like the client would be so defensive when it comes to us going for our audit. Yeah.
How about you?
Do you mean what I need to?
What you will learn this 4 years?
Okay.
You start from intern and then now you is a semi-seniors. Okay. What do you learn?
I learned from KTP is I think the most is public speaking, because I think last time I'm a very quiet person. I didn't talk.
Are you very quiet?
I didn't talk so much. Then like introvert.
Yeah, I know. That somehow you are quite. You are typical accountants. Okay, you are typical accountants.
Yeah. So last time I think KTP have many trainings, internal trainings. We need to share about public rulings or others related topics. So we can learn how to speak fluently or confidently.
I think this is your first time in the webinar with me.
With you, I think
second time.
Yeah.
I can't remember. What is the first time?
The first time is a webinar for tax budget.
Is it? I can't remember. I'm getting old already. Okay, cut. Okay. I think this is a serious topic, okay? Serious question. So, is working KTP stress for an intern?
I mean, stress is there lah. Everywhere that we work is definitely there will be some level of stress. Even if I work in another company, it will also be stress. But if you ask me, yeah, definitely working in KTP also have its own stress lah. But it's always a matter of how do you handle that kind of stress. For me, my stress comes from maybe because I'm new to this industry, so my stress comes from the fear that I cannot meet the deadlines for the assignment. So yeah, I definitely faced this stress numerous times during my time in this company. So for me, what I do to alleviate this stress is, one, I'll seek help from my colleagues, tell them about my problems and maybe they can encourage me. Or when I feel that is not enough, I'm thankful that I can approach my manager, my supervisor, Miss Punita, to talk about it, to discuss with her on what we can do to better the situation. And I'm very thankful that she gave me the time to listen to my worries and also gave me solutions on how I can overcome them. Yeah.
Yeah, of course it is stressful.
No, go ahead. Open up. Don't worry. Don't.
Especially during this period, I think, because everywhere is shortage of staff. So we need to rush many of assignment by myself. I think it's all the deadlines matters because when the deadline is approached, then we will feel very nervous. So we will ask all the colleagues to help, who can help us to vouching, text abilities, everything that can help. We just ask for that.
I think this year is a bit challenging to you guys really. In fact, I think I also shoot out videos to you guys to you. I think we went through pandemic for almost 2.5 years, thing like that. Okay, so basically during these 2.5 years, everything stagnant. Once our government says that we have entered the other phase, it's like pandemic phase, thing like that. So it become the new terms, new technology, new training called Great Resignation. I think most of the people try to run away or resign from the existing company, thing like that. I can't help. Okay, we KTP also suffer this kind of issues, thing like that. I lost some of my old colleagues who have been with us for many years. I think so. Inshallah, with our management, with our senior management, with our new blood, we managed to get through. I think looking back, I think maybe this is one of maybe one of the most horrible experience, or it can be one of the most memorable moments for you guys when you think back. 10 years later, you think, how the hell I can finish off the job like that? Am I human? Lucky at that time I know who I know my manager, I know thing like that. I think it gives you some experience. Hopefully, understand? So just now we talk about stress. How you distress in your work or after work, thing like that.
Okay, for me personally, how I relieve stress after work, I start after work first, is basically going for exercises such as running or just maybe playing tennis. And at KTP, to alleviate our stress also, we also do have some sports and recreational activities, such as the most common, the one that all of us auditors like, is badminton, definitely.
I don't understand why badminton is so common. Everyone like badminton.
And, other than badminton, we also have trail hiking with Mr. Koh, and also like maybe ATV night rides. So these are the.
Oh, don't forget about rope jumping.
And also the.
Collect dust already.
No battery already.
No battery already. Go and buy battery lah.
Change already.
Which audit firm you from? So stingy one. What battery? How much you lot man?
We also, as Mr. Koh mentioned, we have this skipping rope challenge that we have every single month, whereby we have to clock clock the jumps for actually it's for our own health benefits also lah. So yeah, these are the few avenues that KTP we have to reduce the stress. Yeah.
Okay. You don't do any reading, you don't do any movies or watching Netflix?
I'm more of a active kind of person, so I prefer moving my body, get the sweat out. Yeah.
So let's hear from Jane. Jane is a very typical one.
Yeah. What I commonly do is eat.
Eat? Sleep?
Sleep also.
Watch TV? I watch TikTok lah. No more TikTok. No more TV already. Now youngsters don't watch TV anymore. Okay.
For me, sometimes I swim.
Swim. Where do you swim?
Jorge.
Oh, Jorge. Oh, long time I never been there already. A lot of people, right?
Quite a lot.
I don't like Jorge swimming club. I think there's a lot of people. Normally, when I swim, I prefer to swim alone. Because it's quiet, it's cleaner. I think to me, swimming pool is the most dirtiest, 最肮脏的啦，可以这样讲。
算是
算是最肮脏的，对吗？I think in Johor you still got good practice whereby before you swim you have to wash yourself. Okay, you have to wear caps.
Yes.
You have to wear swimsuits, things like that. Thing like that. But yeah, other swimming pool, all kind of things can happen one. So I think it's quite, to me, I try to run away from dirty when people a lot, especially a lot of kids. Definitely they will pee in the swimming pool one. I can see one. I can tell you. Okay. So yeah, a long time I never been. We should arrange one day. We should go to swimming, thing like that. Right? So next question. Interesting one. Given a choice, would you come back as intern again? I think this is a 假设性的问题。假设性的问题。
Given a choice, I come back as intern again. Yeah, correct. If I can, maybe I can change the question. Yeah, if I can turn back the clock, seeing this 1 year, will I choose KTP again? I think the answer would be a definite yes lah.
Bullshit. They're laughing.
Because mainly, me when I first picked this company, Audit and Teck, as I mentioned earlier, is more of the exposure. And actually, looking back at this 1 year, I actually managed to accomplish what I set out to do initially. Learn audit, learn tax, and also get a feel of what both type of job roles are like. Working in office environment with colleagues, professionals, and learning from them. So I think that if I were to summarize everything, I believe that working at KTP has indeed fulfilled my desires in a way. Yeah, what I want to learn. Yeah.
You? Open up. Nothing to shut off.
Yeah. For everyone know I was an intern in KTP in past 4 years, I think. Then last time my internship period is around 3 months only. So if I can go back to the time, I will choose to continue to learn. So I will definitely come back to KTP to continue my learning.
真的吗？
真的。So this is also
no
my
regret?
reason to.
Any regret joining? Besides from the departure of some old stuff, thing like that, which is I think which is unavoidable, I would say so. During this great vaccinations, okay? Any regrets?
Regret.
I wish I can learn more. I wish I can do more.
Apart from that, maybe if regret, maybe I regret not. Maybe because now I've seen 1 year so maybe I should have done some things at earlier stage. Maybe when I first entered, maybe be more confident. Maybe take the time to do more. Actually, because maybe when you first enter as a fresh person, you don't know what is the company like, what are the people like also. So maybe knowing that, seeing how everything is now, maybe I should have done something a bit more when I first came in.
I think partly also due to the pandemic, partly due to the MCO. I think at that time we still under lockdown to a certain extent. I think we work some months and then we close down a bit, things like that. So many things we cannot do it. We have to work from home, and then of course there's a limitation work from home. At that time we're still not ready yet. I think we're still very club-cupboard. I think we're still in a rush, things like that. Try to rush assignment. People are panicked. People are scared to go, even to go out the market, things like that. Okay, so I think one kind of experience for us. I think to you, to me, the lockdown, which is never happened in the mankind history in the modern days. Okay, any regret for you?
I don't have any regrets because I learned what I want to learn from KTP. So this is my major reason I stay in KTP.
So I think you are special because you worked as intern before, and then it convert to a permanent staff, permanent employees, things like that. What's the difference between interns and full-time employees? You can elaborate?
For the job scope, I think is totally different because last time I just do the signing and sign off. 包山包海. I think print endlessly for that time. And vouching, come, like vouching, right? So, but between the permanent staff, I think we have the responsible to
you have to
manage each assignment by myself. So I think it is quite stressful for the permanent staff between permanent staff and intern.
I don't understand why in the first place we get you for, because in the past we don't get 3 months internship one. We don't get.
I think it's peak period because I joined in June.
Is it? Even peak I also don't because we have a policy that because 3 is too fast, too short, something like that. So we prefer 6 months and above, thing like that. So because by the time we want to teach you something, we want to get you involved with something special or something big above, you say end of internship already. So normally we don't. I don't understand why. Maybe
I'm quite lucky.
I don't understand. Maybe it's that time I was in overseas, thing like that. Really, this is our policy. 我们真的以前是没有请3个月的，这个我跟我 HR 的人全部懂的，因为太短了那个时间，我们做不到东西的。因为当你学会 statutory audit 的时候，拜拜。
Yes.
再说 what's the point， 对吗？So tell me your plans. Tell me your plans, your future plans.
Maybe in the short term it will be to clear up my degree. Hopefully I can get the first class, which I'm currently still maintaining.
How to get first class? Buy the lecturer, professor, coffee.
No, I mean just it's more simple than that. You just study and just revise. So hopefully I can use the experience that I learned here to use it back in my studies So
what's your plan? Do you want to become an auditor or you want to become an accountant?
Yeah, that's the good thing about doing this internship here. Like I said earlier, you do both audit and tax, so I can decide for what I want to do. So after this 1 year,
maybe you can become a financial analyst or take out a CFA, or maybe you can go to other.
Yeah, those are the options lah. But for me, I think for now, I pretty much decided that I want to continue pursuing audit in general. Just audit Just audit, yeah. Because although they do say that audit is much more intensive, you work longer hours than tax, but somehow I have a feeling for audit compared to tax. Yeah.
So you want to go for I know you come from Singapore, right? I think you study in Singapore. You want to pursue a career in Singapore or pursue in Malaysia?
I mean, for a start, definitely I would like to try in work in Singapore, because now I've worked here once before, so I also want to try just work in Singapore. Start off in Singapore, and maybe who knows, in the future maybe can come back to Malaysia.
No lah, you won't come back one lah. Your style, yes, your style won't come back to Malaysia one.
It's hard to say lah. I mean,
You're not that kind of sotong person, right? Only Singaporean will say sotong. Right?
everyone maybe have their in the future they might change lah.
Yeah, you? Jane? What do you plan?
I wish I can further my studies.
Huh? You study?
Yeah.
现在还讲 further study？ 4年过后你还讲 further study？
没有，还没有很老嘛，活到老学到老。因为
Every time I say go and read book, go and study,
Yeah,
and then
but
no one listen to me one.
no time.
No time. Saturday and Sunday no time.
Me time.
What study you want to take? SCCA.
Yeah, SCCA
How
because
many papers you have left?
four professional papers.
After 4 years, now you say you want to study
Not
SCCA.
after 4 years, because during working, I'm still taking the.
What is your advice to the interns coming to our office? From your experience, I would say so. This is much more relevant to you.
From my experience, I think for incoming interns lah, I mean, I hope that you can be more confident. You know, when you do not know, you can try to figure out on your own first, and if that fails, don't be afraid to ask. Like I mean, one of the good things about us is that everybody in the company is all very willing to help and very, very supportive. So if you do not know, don't be too afraid, just ask. Yeah.
I think be proactive.
This is one of the KTP culture, number one.
Proactive.
4 years ago, I think you read this, right?
Yeah. Try everything that new for you. I think learn more is no harm, so just learn, because interns, I think, is not so stressful as permanent staff, right? So just stay relaxed and learn.
Okay. With that, anything you want to say before we call it off today's sharing? Don't thank me. I'm not North Korea communist leaders, okay? It's okay. Don't.
It's like that. For me, it's like just very grateful for this 1 year. Definitely, I've learned a lot about myself also lah. The advice that I was given by Mr. Koh and also my supervisors and even my colleagues also, I will take them to heart lah, and I'm pretty sure I will work on them and try to improve in the future. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really appreciate everyone is training very well during the period. Yeah.
The only thing I remember is Jen is always drink coffee. Actually today I want to dabao. I see so many people outside. Why so many people getting worse, the place. So crowded, Coffee delicious. Even though we have coffee machine, even though we have fresh coffee bean, we still support coffee delicious, which I think I'm very angry. I think with this I should end our today's sharing. Okay, thank you very much. 谢谢。
Thank you.
谢谢。